Hey everyone, this is Sal Congeloso from Geek.com, and I wanted to look at something a little bit different from what we tend to look at with these videos. What I have here in front of us is 3 lenses from Carl Zeiss. So you're probably familiar with Zeiss. They make all sorts of different high-end optics, and in addition to making their own lenses, they make lenses for Sony and some other companies. These are 3 of their ZE series lenses. That means it's for your digital SLR, and these use an EF mount, which you'd find on a Canon. So it also work with EFS lenses, like on a Rebel. Anyway, so we don't have to get too much into the details, but I did want to do a quick video on them, which they're incredibly cool. What we have here is we have the 18mm ultra wide. This is the 50mm 1.4. That's a F1.4, and this is the 50mm macro. So I have the lens hoods on these two, and on this one's backwards, so you can see that. And yeah, it's hard to obviously review a camera lens over video, but I'm going to have some coverage on Geek.com, and I did want to have this video and just to show them off. And they are really fantastically built, so it's some of the nicest hardware I've ever seen. Not even just photography hardware, just in general, just as far as things go, like just building things. Like this lens hood itself is all metal, which is super nice to see. It clips on. You could just hear it, like really solid clip. I don't love the lens caps, but that's a pretty minor issue. And then you can see the glass is just really spectacular looking. As for the lenses itself, all metal body. You could see the legend here. You have imperial, inches, feet, whatever, and then in red, and then the metrics down here. And it's a super smooth action, which is nice. But this 18mm, this is a 1249 euro lens. So I don't have the conversion in front of me. It's probably like it's over $1,500, I think. But anyway, it's just a beautiful piece of hardware. And then I'll be talking about the optics on Geek.com, in a pretty casual sense. But I've had a great time playing with it. Then this right here is the 50mm macro. Here's it without the hood. And this lens, it's obviously the largest of the 3, but it moves around a lot like that, and as you could hear, there's completely silent, super smooth action. This one here. So there's all the details there. Macro planar. Macro is obviously macro, and planar means, I believe it means plane or flat, and that would refer to the glass itself. And this is F2 50mm ZE mount, or Z lens EF mount, whatever. And then finally we have this is the F1.4 50mm. This is probably out of the 3, it's kind of a general use lens. It's nice and compact. It's not particularly heavy. Again, same all metal build as the previous 2. And then it is, like I said, 1.4, so it's super fast, which is nice, and you can get some. You could do a lot with something that open. Again, not something we have to get into. So yeah, that's really all I wanted to say. I'll have some pictures up and some video I shot with these using a Canon 5D Mark II. So they'll be up. I actually posted one already. I'll try to get some more up later. And then in the meantime, I would recommend checking Geek.com out for the article, and also maybe hitting up Zeiss, and you can learn a little bit more about these lenses. I've had a great time playing with them. They're super high quality. What I didn't mention up to this point is they're manual lenses, so they're not going to work with your autofocus on your Canon, or if you get the ZF with your Nikon, whatever. But Maybe you care about that, maybe you don't. If you're using the macro, the manual is obviously not going to be as big a deal as with the normal 50mm or the 18mm. But there's still a lot of fun to play with, and people do prefer shooting manual, so it's not a downside for everyone. So yeah, thanks for watching. This is Sal Congeloso from Geek.com with 3 super cool lenses from Carl Zeiss.